Oh. Okay. So let's start with, sorry. There you go. So lie on down onto your back. Exactly. So knees bent and feet flat. All right, so let's start with your right leg. Hug your right knee into your chest with a flexed foot. Keep the thigh resting pretty close to your belly. It's okay if you're slightly tucked under. And then extend that right shin only as far as you can go without moving the thigh. And then lower it back down. So the point is not to straighten the leg. The point is to keep the thigh close to the belly. And again, exhale to extend. And then inhale to bend. We're going to do 5 of those. And again, exhale. And bend. And again, exhale. And bend. And one more time, exhale. And bend. And then on number 6, you'll extend it all the way to straight. Drift the thigh a little bit out and then draw some really big ankle circles. And then pause and then reverse. And then draw a really big flex. See if you can even spread your toes. And then roll through to a point and really squeeze your knees straight. And again, roll to a flex, spread your toes. And roll through to a point with a strong knee. And then one more time, big flex. And then bend your knee into your chest and just repeat the whole thing from the beginning. So again, just extend the shin without moving the thigh, and then lower back down. And again, extend, and inhale to release. And again for 3, and back off. And again, exhale, and back off. And one more for 5. So on number 6, extend the leg all the way straight. Again, drift it away and draw some big ankle circles. And then pause and reverse. Draw a really big flex. Again, work to spread your toes. And then roll through to a point with that squeeze, strong, straight knee. And again, flex, spread the toes. Roll through to a point, and again a flex, and then gently bend your knee, and then alternate sides. So left knee hugs into your chest, flexed foot. Again, keep the thigh resting on your belly, lift the shin, hold, and then gently back off. And usually the left side runs a little bit tighter. And again, extend, hold, and back off. And again for 3, and gently back off. And again, exhale for 4, and gently back off. And one more for 5, and back off. So on number 6, extend the leg all the way to straight, drift it away, and then again, draw some really big ankle circles. And then pause, and then reverse. Trying to make it about as whole, full-bodied as you possibly can. And then draw a really big flex, spread again through your toes, and then roll through to a point, squeeze your knees strong and straight. And again, big flex, see if you can spread your toes, and roll through to a point, and then flex. And then bend your knee into your chest and just try that whole thing one more time. So again, extend, pause, and then gently back off. And again for 2. Off. And again for 3. And gently back off. And 2 more, 4. And gently back off. And one more time for 5. And back off. And then on number 6, extend all the way to straight. And then again, draw some really big ankle circles. Pause and then reverse. Going into a flex, really working to spread, and then roll through to a point with a strong knee, And again, flex, spread the toes, roll through to a point, and again, flex, 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 and then bend your knee. You can lower it down and just shake the legs out. I'll usually stretch them because it's a lot of hip flexion. Okay, so bending your knees back in, finding that neutral pelvis, bring your right knee into your chest with a flexed foot, and then placing your hands on your right knee. So from here, you're going to actively push your knee into your hands and your hands against your knee. And you're just going to press and hold. Press and hold is an isometric. You want your shoulders down, again, that bra line, that upper back anchored to the floor, and just press and hold, press and hold, press and hold, and then gently back off. Okay, but we'll keep the knee up. Same thing again, so exhale, press and hold this time. Think of turning up the intensity where you're going to start at 10%, increase it to 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100% of pressure. Shoulders are down, neck is loose and free, and then gently back off. So that's how you want to approach it, like a slow burn. So same thing, pushing your hands against your knee and your knee against your hands, 10%, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, and you just hold and breathe and hopefully feel that right low abdominal hip flexor kind of kick on, and then let it go. And then we'll try the other side. So left knee comes up, see if you can switch which hand's on top, and then same thing, just gently press your knee into your hands and your hands against your knee, and then just hold and stay. Hold and stay, hold and stay, and then back off. All right, yeah, keep the foot flexed. And then same thing again, as you push your knee into your hands, think that you're going 10%, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100% of your effort. And then gently back off. And then try that one more time. Easy shoulders, long back of the neck. Exhale, knee into hands, hands into knee. 10%, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Feeling again, left hip flexor and low abdominals kicking on, and then let that go. Good, so bringing the foot on down, walk your feet pretty close to your bottom. We're gonna do the exact opposite. So starting with your right heel, you wanna keep a vertical shin. You're going to drive your right heel into the floor, 10%, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100%. So you feel the back of the calf, the back of the knee, and the hamstring and the glute of that right leg all kicking on, and then let that go. And then try that on the same side again. Right heel presses down, 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 down. Again, feeling the whole back chain of that right leg kick on. And your hips might slightly rotate to the left. So your right hip might be slightly higher than your left hip on purpose, and then let that go. And then try that one more time. Right heel drives down, 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 feeling the whole back chain of that right leg kick on, and then gently back off. And then try that on the left side. So left heel presses down, 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 down. Again, just feeling like 10%, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100%. Back the calf, back the knee, hamstring and the glute all flick on, and then let it go. And then one side might feel stronger than the other. And try that again. Heavy heel pushes down, 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 down. Again, feeling the whole back chain of that left leg kicking on. Your hips might slightly twist to the right now, so your left hip is higher and your right hip is a little bit lower. And then back off. And then try that one more time. Left heel presses down, 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 down. Feeling the whole back chain of the leg kicking on. And then let that go. All right, so you're going to do both at the same time. So you're going to bring your right knee into your chest. You're going to block the knee with your hands. So you're going to be pushing your right knee into your hands, but you're going to be pushing your left heel into the floor simultaneously. So push and press, pressing your knee into your hands, your heel into the floor. And if you can still think 10%, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, try not to let the pelvis twist. Try to keep everything relatively square, and then back off. And then try that again. Exhale, start a slow burn, push and press, push and press, push and press. Shoulders are easy, neck is relaxed. Make it about the torso and the legs, and let it go. And one more time, exhale, push and press, push and press, push and press, and then let that go. All right, try the other side. So left knee in, exactly. If you can switch which hand's on top, try to do that. So your left knee is pushing into your hands, but again, your right heel is pushing into the floor. And again, you're gonna push and press, push and press, push and press. Still thinking 10%, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100%. And then back off. And again, exhale, push and press, push and press, push and press. Making sure the pelvis stays relatively steady. And back off. And one more time. Keep that left foot flexed. And again, push and press, turning up the intensity of effort. And then let that go. All right, so bring that left foot down. Yeah, kind of hard for what it is. So it's a SI joint reset. So you're gonna push both heels down firmly into the floor, thinking 10%, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100%, so hard that it just lifts your pelvis straight up into a baby bridge. Just enough so your bottom clears the floor. So it's a neutral bridge, non-articulating. And then from there, back off on the heels and just lower the pelvis right back down. But same thing, it's the heels that initiate it. The heels go down, 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 down to lift the pelvis up. And you can go a tiny bit higher, but again, the upper back is still relatively relaxed down. Pulling the knees over the toes. Feel like you're suctioning your heels in toward your bottom. So the heels are pulling towards you, but your knees are reaching away from you. And then lower back down. All right, so adding on to that. So heavy heels press down, 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 down to lift the pelvis up. Suction the heels back and reach the knees forward. Hold and stay. Keep your pelvis steady and open your knees like a small butterfly. Pelvis is still in the air, and then squeeze the legs together. Good, and then keep it going. Open and close. And again, opening and closing. And again, opening. And as you keep going, you'll hopefully feel your glutes kick on. Good, so 4 more. Open. And gently close. And again, 3. And gently close. And again, 2. And gently close. One last one. Open. And close. And then articulate your way down. Roll through your spine. And come to neutral. Okay, so adding on kind of the same idea. This time you're going to articulate your bridge. So tuck your tail, bend your low back, and roll and rise up. You still feel like you're suctioning the heels back and reaching the knees over the toes. This time you can go a little bit higher, like a little bit more to your maximum height, as long as that upper back is still anchored to the floor. So your pelvis is high, but your ribs are low. And then roll your way on down. Yeah, so it's like switching gears in your brain, right? So tuck the tail, bend the low back, roll and rise up, roll and rise up, roll and rise up. Again, reaching the knees over the toes, suctioning the heels in toward you. Hold and stretch and breathe, and then rolling your way on down. Good, one more, we're gonna add a little pelvis twist. So same thing, tuck and curl, roll through your low back, peeling one vertebrae at a time, really reaching the knees over the toes. And when the pelvis is up, now you're going to twist your pelvis to the right. So your right hip dips down and your left hip dips up. And then rotate back to center and pause. And then you're going to reverse it. Twist your pelvis to the left. So my right hip is higher and my left hip is lower. It helps to touch them sometimes. And then back to center and pause. So you'll twist the pelvis. My knees are still relatively the same. It's just that one hip is down and one hip is up. And then I rotate back to square. And then left hip dips down as the right hip gets higher. Chest is the same. And then rotate back to center. And one more on each side. Twist, 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 twist. One goes down, one goes up. And then rotate back to center. And one more time, one hip dips down as the other twists up. And then rotate back to center and pause, and then roll your way on down. Yeah, good. So cross your right ankle over your left knee with a flexed foot. Using your muscles on your right hip, push your right knee away from you. And just hold and stay. And then you're going to open your arms to a low V. It's like a very loud truck out there. And then you're going to let your knees twist a little bit over to the left, but still keep pushing that right knee open. So you'll go left, the knee pushes out, and you'll just get a little bigger hip stretch. Must be like garbage day. And then rotate back, and then switch legs. So left knee pushes wide, using your muscles. Pelvis is still relatively square. You'll find when you go to push your knee away, the other side's going to want to hike up, and you're going to try really hard not to let that happen. And then you're going to twist the knees and pelvis a little bit to the right, just to increase that hip stretch a little bit. And then come back to center, and then just uncross. So I have the ring nearby you, hopefully. So you don't necessarily have to use a ring. You could always use just like a band. But you're going to slip your feet inside the ring. So the ring is just above your knees on your thighs. And you're going to open the arms maybe a little bit wider. And we're going to bring your legs up to your shelf position. Adjust this guy. So you're going to be actively pushing out into the ring as you twist. So upper back stays anchored. Shoulders stay anchored. You're going to twist your knees and your pelvis over to the right. Only as far as you can go, keeping that left shoulder heavy and tension on the ring. And then on your exhale, drag your waist to pull those knees to center and pause. And then again, twist to the left, keeping the right shoulder and upper back really anchored to the floor. Keep tension on the ring. And then on your exhale, delay the legs, drag the waist to pull back to center and pause. And again, twist to the right. Inhale. Exhale, delay the legs, drag the waist to pull back to center. And then same thing to left, twist across. Keep the opposite shoulder really heavy. Inhale. Exhale, drag the waist, delay the legs as you come back to center. Good. One more on each side. Twist to the right.